guys, it's Miss Wyatt, and it's Friday, and today I'm trying to learn how to do something different. Play ping pong. I haven't been that good at it yet. Oh man, I just keep making a mistake. Hi there. Playing outside today reminded me of a really great book. Today I'm going to read you a book about the girl who never made mistakes. By Mark Pett and Gary Rubinstein. All right, here we go. For Beatrice Bottomwell, Friday began like any other day. She matched her socks, and of course she put her shoes on the proper feet. She remembered to feed her hamster, Humbert, his favorite food, broccoli. And when she made a sandwich for her brother, Carl, she used exactly the same amount of peanut butter and jelly. When she stepped outside to greet her fans, she didn't forget to say, "Good morning," and "Thank you." They asked if she made her bed. She had. They asked if she forgot to do her math homework. No. "What about tonight's talent show?" they asked. "I'm ready," said Beatrice with a smile. After all, her juggling act had won 3 years in a row. Most people in town didn't even know Beatrice's name. They just called her the girl who never made mistakes. Because for as long as anyone could remember, she never did. Unlike Beatrice, Carl, her brother, made lots of mistakes. He ate his crayons and drew with green beans. He danced with his hands and played the piano with his feet. Carl loved making mistakes. At school, Beatrice was on the cooking team with her 2 best friends, Millie and Sarah. To make their giant rhubarb muffins, they needed 4 eggs. Beatrice went into the refrigerator and carefully chose the biggest, eggiest eggs she could find. But on the way back, her legs slipped out from under her. The eggs went flying. Beatrice was about to make her first mistake ever. But phew, she did it. Man, that was close. She didn't make a mistake. She caught them. Look at that, right on her feet and one in her mouth. But for the rest of the day, Beatrice could not stop thinking about her almost mistake. On her way home from school, Beatrice watched Millie and Sarah in the ice skating in the park. "Come join us," said Millie. "It's fun," said Sarah. Beatrice watched them slip and slide on the frozen pond. Millie and Sarah laughed as they wobbled on the ice. "No thanks," said Beatrice. I wonder why she didn't go out there. It looks like fun. At supper, Beatrice barely touched her food. "Is everything all right, kiddo?" asked her father. "I'm worried I might mess up tonight," said Beatrice, "and everyone will be watching." "Worry? You don't make mistakes," he said with a smile. Beatrice tried to smile too. I think she's scared. Sometimes when I'm in a talent show, I get nervous and scared too. After supper, Beatrice got ready for the talent show. First, she woke up Humbert from his nap. Next, she got the salt shaker from the kitchen table. And finally, she filled a water balloon with water. The school auditorium was packed. Beatrice felt her stomach jumping around inside of her. Can you think of a word When your stomach's all rumbly. What is that word, right? Nervous, maybe? Beatrice waited for her juggling music to begin. That's her. That's the girl who never makes a mistake, said a woman. Oh, we know. She'll be perfect, said a man. When the music started, she tossed Humbert into the air. Next, she added the salt shaker. And finally, the water balloon. Beatrice didn't miss a beat. The crowd clapped with delight. But Beatrice noticed something odd in the salt shaker. The specks falling out were not white. Look at there, but look at on that side. What color are the specks coming out? Oh my gosh, they're not white. They look black. What does that mean? What do you think it is? Achoo! What makes you sneeze? What do you think's in that shaker? I think it's pepper. Because I know when I get pepper in my nose, it makes me sneeze. Humbert was so surprised by his sneeze that he grabbed the water balloon with his claws. What happened? Kablooey! What happens to a balloon when you pop it? Kablooey! Humbert, pieces of water balloon, and pepper rained down on top of Beatrice. For the first time in as long as anyone could ever remember, Beatrice had made a mistake. And it was a big one. The music stopped. Beatrice didn't know what to do. Cry? Run off the stage? The crowd sat stunned. Stunned is when you're like, they couldn't believe that the girl who never made mistakes had made a mistake. Oh. Beatrice looked up at Humbert. He looked back at her. His hamster fur was soaked and speckled with bits of balloon. Beatrice let out a little giggle. The giggle grew into a chuckle, and the chuckle grew into a laugh. The people in the crowd looked at each other, and then they looked back at Beatrice. And then they began to chuckle too, and then giggle, and then finally roar with laughter. Beatrice and the audience laughed until they couldn't remember why they were laughing. That night, Beatrice slept better than she ever had. In the morning, no fans greeted Beatrice. When she got dressed, Beatrice, for no reason at all, put on a polka dot sock on one foot and a plaid sock on the other. Beatrice and Carl made sandwiches, but this time they put the peanut butter and jelly on the outside. They called it an inside-out PB&J. Lunch was messy and delicious. Look at that. I'm going to try one of those, an inside-out PB&J. Later, Beatrice found Millie and Sarah skating in the park. They fell a lot and they laughed. Now, people no longer call her the girl who never made mistakes. They just call her Beatrice. The end. I love this book because I'm always making mistakes, but I love to try new things. So while you're at home, I challenge you to try something new. And if you make a mistake, it's all right. See you tomorrow.